wasting all your time, keeping me close. Picture perfect team, I was hiding all your goals, but I got free, and I found me. I was always under pressure, left with no defense. You were always the oppressor, you left me on the fence. Learn no one can put me down, and I'll never be alone. I don't have to look back now, 'cause I'm not on my own. Everyone could see it, I was well and truly blind. Even if you knew it, I was always left behind. Didn't quite fit in, so I got blurred between the lines. But now I'm free, and they'll all see. I was always under pressure, left with no defense. You were always the oppressor, you left me on the fence. Learn no one can hold me down, and I'll never be alone. I don't have to look back now, 'cause I'm not on my own. I learned how to use my voice, and finally I'm free. I learned how to shout out loud, and now I can be me. Learn no one can hold me down, and I'll never be alone. I don't have to look back now, 'cause I'm not on my own. I am free, and I am me.
Well done, Keeleigh. Louise, what did you think of Keeleigh's performance?
Keeleigh, honestly, I really think this week you've kind of found your niche, really. I know you wrote that song, and it's so mature, lyrically and melodically. It's a really mature song, and I wasn't expecting it to be like that, if I'm honest. But you've just taken a massive leap in the right direction this week. It's like listening to a different person, honestly. Your tone even sounds different, whether it's because you're comfortable behind the guitar. The only thing I would say to you is just work on the guitar a little bit. Every time you kind of went to that F chord, I know it's a tricky chord, but you were kind of hesitating, and we could hear it just that same place every time. So just work on that transition into that chord. But I think this week you really have taken yourself from being a contestant in this competition to being a real contender if you keep smashing things out like that, because it really was brilliant. Well done.
Kelly?
Do you know, I think it's really hard in a competition where you're putting yourself out there to be judged every single week, but doing something that's completely your own, it takes even more it takes even more bravery to do that, because people are not just judging your voice, they're kind of judging something within you, you know, that is private and personal. And I think you took the risk, and I really do think that it paid off massively for you. If I'm being honest, your audition song didn't really do much for your vocal in comparison to what you've done and what you've shown us tonight. I mean, I thought it was beautifully written. I mean, lyrically, you didn't just go for sort of like, you know, the typical rhyming lyrics. You really put, you really thought about it lyrically, and you really put your emotion and your feeling, and told a story. And I really felt that it was just lovely. And I think that the folky vibe that you've got, the folky indie sort of vibe, really works for you. It shows off brings out this really pretty tone in your voice. I thought that was fantastic. Definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, Keeleigh, I mean, it's always really challenging for anyone. The one thing I noticed in this performance, if I was going to pick at something, is the fact that I could see that this was quite a raw moment for you. And I could see that this is not something you would usually do. You've stepped into this competition, you've been watching it for a couple of seasons, wanting to take part. You've seen Sam take part, you are now taking part, and I know that the fact that we're doing it online made you feel a bit more comfortable to do it, where if it was going to be in front of a crowd, it scared you a little bit, and that's probably why you haven't done it before. But what you've done this week, this was you saying to Seb, I'm going to show them what I actually enjoy doing. I'm going to show them what I can do. And after last week, you've probably gone away and thought that, and you've stepped into the right direction. This is 100% what we would prefer to see. You being totally yourself, you showing us what you can do. And that little bit of nerves on the guitar and a little bit in your voice when he was kept stopping in places, that didn't matter to me because I knew that was just because this was a big moment for you to do this, to show people your own song, show people what you do as an artist. It was a big moment, and it's always scary at first, but you've done it, and I think things can only get better from you. I think if you kind of go down this lane sort of thing, I think you could do really, really well. So just be you, be yourself, allow this to come forward now from here on out. Well done.